I want to start by saying that I'm really upset that I have to make this video. I didn't want to have to make this video, and I really tried hard not to have to make this video. But I feel I owe it to the public as a public service, because I've never, in all the history of all the different companies I've worked with and or have purchased things from, have ever had to deal with this. And to be completely honest with you, I don't even know how to compute what happened, because it's still ongoing right now, and it just kind of doesn't make sense to me from a customer service perspective and from a business perspective. And I want to kind of clarify something at the beginning. I really tried everything I could to avoid having to share what I'm going to share with you today. And if I find out that this was some crazy misunderstanding, you have my word that I will pull this video down and or make an update video to clarify what happened, to update you. But unfortunately, I just can't see how, after every effort I've made to avoid making this video and avoid having to say this today, that I can't really see how what I experienced with Ergonofis, the company that I'm going to be talking about today, how they aren't aware of this, because I've given them way more chances to respond than they honestly deserve. So just to kind of get to the point, I've been a big fan of, studio design and desk setups and office setups and stuff like that for a long time. And I discovered Ergonofis, a Montreal-based company, and note that I'm from Montreal. I'm a Montrealer myself. A Montreal-based company that specializes in like desk setups and desk accessories and all that kind of stuff, sit-stand desks and all that kind of stuff. Kind of a premium company that charges a pretty penny for their stuff. But during the holidays, they had this really big Christmas sale where there was a bit of a discount, and I really needed it to upgrade my desk. So I was like, you know what? Let's bite the bullet and do it. So come the holiday, I pretty much bought an entire setup from them. Sit-stand desk with the drawer that comes with it, and a desk shelf, and a tablet stand, and the leather desk mat, and the whole fixum. A lot. All the little bells and whistles and stuff like that. So I pretty much bought almost everything minus maybe the office chair, as far as that goes. And I probably would have been willing to get that as well. The last piece that I ended up getting, and I was very happy with it, and whenever I would contact them and ask them questions about their products and stuff like that, if it was a purchasing question, they got back to me within 48 hours of sending them an email or calling them by phone. And they were very cool about that. But then there was one last piece that I wanted to get to kind of complete the setup, which was the tidy filing cabinet with a cushion that goes on top of it. And it was a nice looking thing. Looked exactly what I needed to kind of complete the setup. So I ordered it with the cushion and everything like that. But then when I received it, after receiving it, I realized the storage I was sacrificing too much storage for my particular needs. It was perfectly nice, but it really wasn't hitting the mark in terms of storage. And I really had to I was scrounging to really find somewhere else to put stuff. So I decided, you know what? Out of all the pieces that I bought off this entire setup, I'm going to get something else because I need more storage space, basically. Although it's lovely. It was lovely for what it's worth. Well built in the whole bit, just like everything. So I contacted them. I put everything neat. I read their 30-day return policy online to make sure I was doing everything right and make sure I could return it. And I put everything meticulously back in their box, make sure everything was nicely padded and wrapped up very carefully, exactly like I found it. Literally within 24 hours of purchasing it, I set it up and went, oh, this isn't going to work. And I took it back down. And I sent them an email, I believe. Or no, or maybe I contacted them by phone. I can't remember. 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours pass, 4 days, 5 days, no reply. So I send an email. Wait 2-3 days, no reply. Now at this point I'm going, they've been very punctual to reply to me, but I'm very surprised not to hear back from them. But then I thought, well, it's the holiday season because I purchased this. I purchased it around the 20th of December. I thought, okay, maybe they're getting a holiday rush and they're getting bombarded with a bunch of emails, or maybe some of them have already gone on vacation. So after contacting them by email and by phone, 2 times each. So they've received contact from me 4 times at this point. I thought, you know what? I'm going to give them a bit of a grace period. I'm going to let them enjoy their vacation, and I'll get back in touch with them after the holidays. So after I gave them 2 weeks, I never heard back from them. And then I waited for after the holidays. And then I thought, just to be extra courteous, I would give them an extra week after I came back from vacation. So they've had ample enough time to filter through all of their customer emails if necessary, so they could catch up because they were just backlogged. I didn't hear a peep from them. 0, nothing. So I send another email to them at this point. At this point, we are the 10th or 12th or something like that. And I sent him another email, or not even, maybe it was even like the 8th or something like that. And I sent them another email and another phone just to make sure I'm getting through them using the email on their website. I didn't reply to former emails I'd received from them before, even though they usually reply to those as well. I wanted to give them a fresh contact, letting them know clearly, here's the order number. I ordered it on this date. I've been waiting to hear back from you. I haven't heard anything back from you. Can you please get back to me because I'd like to? And I'm being very careful to be very polite because at this point I'm already getting really annoyed. I'm like, dude, you're ghosting me here. This isn't cool, right? I don't know what the hell's going on internally, but this is not cool. But I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt as well as I can. But they've literally had a month at this point to get back to me. And nothing. No phone messages, no email follow-ups, no nothing. I wrote them one last email and I said, this is my last time trying to contact you. I've made it very clear. I wanted to do a return. They have essentially ignored every single return request that I've made for one item after I've purchased an entire setup from them. Thousands of dollars, okay? Nothing. And after that, I didn't hear back from them. I sent them a last message with a little hint of annoyance in my voice saying, I'm really disappointed that I've had to reach out to you this many times and you've completely ignored all of my messages. If this is a misunderstanding, please let me know. But at this point, so many of my messages have been ignored. It feels like my phone calls and my emails have been utterly ignored by you, which is such a heartbreak. I didn't mention the fact that I was a YouTuber. I did not mention the fact that I was going to make this video. But I thought, let's see how they treat their normal customers. Because if I told them that I was a YouTuber, they might go, oh, I'm sorry, we were busy and backlogged and I apologize. They didn't know that I didn't want them to know that this was a possibility. Nothing. 0. Zilch. I've had a box sitting there, a big box sitting there waiting to return to them since last month. And I thought, you know what? That's the straw that broke the camel's back for me. I need to share this publicly. I walked into this whole situation ready and willing to spend my money and spend my time purchasing their products and promoting their products for free on my channel because I wanted to support a local company that I felt made quality stuff. But I can't, in good grace, support a company that respects their customers this little. And I haven't seen one complaint online. I haven't heard one thing online where anybody has anything negative to say about them. And I thought, if they could treat me this poorly, and I'm a very kind, very well-paying customer, I have not been mean or rude or anything to them whatsoever, then how the hell do they treat people who don't have a voice? Furthermore, every promotion that I've ever seen them, any of them online, they're all collaborations. They're all sponsored YouTubers. So there's an utter lack of true customer feedback online about their stuff. I am not going to promote any of this, which is a heartbreak because I really wanted to. I wanted to promote a local company that produces quality goods. I wanted to be able to help to boost their brand. But I am appalled at how blatantly they don't give a shit about their customer if their customer wants them to respect their own return policy. And it's not like I've called them in to do a bunch of returns. It's not like I sent back half of their stuff. I'm asking to send back one item. Or 1.5 because it's the tidy filing cabinet plus the cushion that accompanies it. So One little product. One. And they can't be bothered. So to them, I guess they felt it was worth saving $500 Canadian in their pocket and risk everything as a result of it. And that's where I feel confused. What person who has any business sense is willing to throw so much in the garbage, so much potential in the garbage for $500? $500 to a company like that should be a drop in the bucket. It should be a negligible amount of money. It's such a small amount of money. Yet they're willing to risk their reputation for that? That's where I really don't know. That's where I'm just totally confused. Because if I was in their position, I'd say, yeah, sure, no problem, send it back. As long as it's in good condition, we'll check it out and we'll send you the refund as soon as we can approve it. But no, they didn't even bother. And after a customer, a well-paying, loyal customer, spends thousands of dollars on an entire setup with you, to have the gall to ignore them when they want to return something is just not a company I want to do business with. And hopefully, if there's anybody else out there that's had to deal with this, that had to encounter this bullshit from Ergonofis, then let me know in the comments below, because I just want my platform to serve to amplify the voices of people who've been really shafted by this company. Really shafted. So yeah, I'm very sorry I have to make this video, but hopefully it'll offer a little bit of clarity and honesty towards Ergonofis' business practices. Like I said before, if this is a huge misunderstanding and I'm just one lone wolf who got lost in the fray, which is not likely after this many messages and this many emails, or maybe their business is going belly up and they're just not bothering to contact customers because they're going bankrupt. Maybe, I don't know. If this is a misunderstanding, then I'm willing to hear it from Ergonofis if they bother to return a phone call now that a YouTuber has made a complaint video about it. And I will update you with further updates or further corrections. But as things stand right now, I think their customer service is appalling. And if a company's going to have this little loyalty towards their kind, respectable, and well-paying local customers, then they do not deserve your business. Not at all. Go to Grovemade. They treat their customers amazingly well. Go to Balolo. They treat their customers extremely well. And there are many designer companies out there that won't put you through this bullshit if you want to return a $500 item. All right? Take care, everybody.